Hari Om. Welcome back to our continuing study of this important chapter, chapter 2 of Shrimad Bhagawad Geetha, in which we, under the guidance of Poojya Swamiji, Poojya Swami Dayananda Saraswathi, are exploring Shloka 48, in which Lord Krishna gives out the definition of Karma Yoga. We will now move on to the next section of Pujya Swamiji's commentary, in which he will talk about the summary of the definition of Karma Yoga. Pujya Swamiji says, to summarize, we have a two-part definition for Karma Yoga. Samatvam Yoga Uchyate and Yoga Karmasu Kaushalam. Samatvam Yoga Uchyate and Yoga Karmasu Kaushalam. With reference to the results of your actions, there is Samatva. With reference to the results of your action, there is Samatva, sameness in your response. Gaining this attitude of Samatva depends upon the recognition of Ishvara as the Karma Phala Data, the giver of the fruits of actions. Ishvara, there is no Karma Yoga without bringing in Ishvara. There's no talking about Karma Yoga without the knowledge of Ishvara as the Karma Phala Data. Whatever result you gain, the laws do not cheat you in any way. Whatever result you gain, the laws do not cheat you in any way. I have got what I deserved. Therefore, as a karma yogi, you have the same attitude towards both desirable and undesirable results of your actions. Karma phale samatva buddhi. Karma phale samatva buddhi. This is as far as the bhokta in you is concerned. Karma phale samatva buddhi. Sameness of mind when experiencing the results of actions. Knowing very well that Ishvara and his laws are infallible. They will never cheat you. Then, with reference to action itself, because there is choice involved, As a karma yogi, you exercise your choice based on norms. You exercise your choice based on norms. These norms are indicated by the rules of dharma and adharma. They are universal, common to all samanya dharma. They are universal, common to all samanya dharma. So samatvam yoga uchyate and yoga karmasu kaushalam. The first one is with regard to the bhokta in you. The second, yoga karmasu kaushalam, refers to the karta in you. This is the two-part definition of karma yoga. Puja Swamiji says even universal laws require interpretation. Even universal laws require interpretation. Although common to all, Samanya Dharma must be interpreted to accommodate given situations. They need to be interpreted to accommodate given situations so that it is appropriate to the situation. So that it is appropriate to the situation. This interpreted dharma is referred to as Vishesha Dharma. Vishesha Dharma. This interpreted Samanya Dharma is referred to as Vishesha Dharma. Ordinary laws also have similar provisions. Ordinary laws too have similar provisions. That you should keep to the right in traffic is a law that is universal in the United States. Just as it is to keep to the left in India, in Bharat. Suppose a huge truck is coming towards me in the same lane. By keeping to the left, the truck driver is doing the wrong thing and I am doing the right thing. But I am driving a very small, lightweight car. By keeping to the right, I am right. But if I refuse to interpret the law, and do not budge an inch because I am right and he is wrong, I will certainly suffer the consequences. I will certainly suffer the consequences. Suppose, however, I swerve to the left, making sure that I'm not going to hit anyone in the process. And then return again to the right when I have avoided the truck. Then I have saved the situation. If a police officer sees me going to the left, he or she will not give me a caution, but will go after the truck driver instead. I interpreted the law rightly, and the officer will probably congratulate me for escaping serious injury or death. Every law has an exception. Every law has an exception. No one has ever made a law, including Bhagavan, without there being an exception. For example, Newton's law of gravitation applies only in some areas. If you are in a spaceship, for example, peanuts cannot be eaten in the same way as they are eaten here. Instead of going into your mouth when you toss them up, they will go to the right or to the left. Even though Newton's law is really Bhagavan's law, still it does not operate in the same way in all places at all times. Thus, there are no absolute laws. There are no absolute laws. That there are no absolute laws, however, does not mean that there is no universality. Very important. That there are no absolute laws, however, does not mean that there is no universality. Dharma is universal because you feel the same way as others feel. However, even what is universal has to be interpreted according to the situation. Even the worst criminal, for example, who has been sentenced to die, to hang until his death, to die at the gallows or on the electric chair, can be the punishment can be mitigated by an act of clemency. The act of clemency comes into the picture when interpreting a universal dharma as a vishesha dharma. It requires a lot of maturity, lot of understanding, lot of interpreting, lot of drilling deep into the factors involved that led to the prisoner being sentenced to die. Although you expect people to speak the truth to you and people expect the same from you, sometimes you may have to tell a lie in order to save someone's life. This is Vishesha Dharma or interpreted Dharma in exceptional cases only. Vishesha Dharma is when someone other than yourself is the beneficiary of the lie. Vishesha Dharma is when someone other than yourself is the beneficiary of the lie. Thus, the differences between dharma and adharma, with reference to speaking truth, depends on whether you are the beneficiary of the lie. Practicing karma yoga isn't easy, friends, as we can see all through our study of this one shloka. It requires a lot of commitment, lot of application, lot of sensitiveness. You need to sensitize your apparatus to live as a karma yogi, full life as a karma yogi. Other examples of Vishesha Dharma are those dharmas imposed by the scriptures, which are only valid insofar as a given place, time, or culture is concerned. For instance, a Brahmana, Kshatriya, and a Shudra have respective duties to perform within the framework of the Vedic culture only. Therefore, these duties are Vishesha Dharma. These duties are Vishesha Dharma. Samanya Dharma and Vishesha Dharma should always be the governing factors when exercising your choice with reference to a given action. Very important. At every stage, at every moment of our lives, we need to bring in this statement and apply ourselves. Samanya Dharma and Vishesha Dharma should always be the governing factors when exercising your choice with reference to a given action, small or big. You cannot go by your raga, dveshas only. When you go, when you do go by dharma and not by your raga, dveshas, you are living an ethical life. When you do go by dharma and not by your raga, dveshas, you are living an ethical life. Such a life Such a life, however, may not be yoga. Such a life, however, may not be yoga. Yoga comes into the picture only when Ishvara is taken into account. Yoga comes into the picture only when Ishvara is taken into account. And therefore, the next important section that Poojya Swamiji will handle and teach us is about the role of Ishvara in Karma Yoga, which we will explore in the upcoming capsules and take our study forward. Until then, Hari Om. ॐ दुर्जनः सज्जनो भूयात् सज्जनः शान्तिमाप्नुयात् शान्तो मुच्येत बन्धेभ्यः मुक्तश्चान्यान् विमोचयेत् सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om